Today's episode of Beats Grind and Life is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audio download and 30-day free trial at beatsbooks.com. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Some recommended readings by past Beats Grind and Life guests like 48 Laws of Power, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, The Secret, Tools of Titans, and The Song Machine are all available with Audible. Once again, go to beatsbooks.com to get your free book.
Always invest your money because you never know when your producing career will stop, and be able to bring in multiple incomes instead of just depending on producing.
One, two, yeah. Come on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, sir, you are tuned in. This is for the SB1200, ASR 10s and NPC heroes. This is for the crate digging, loop getting, sound manipulators, the Fruity Loop reasoning machine innovators that pump the bass and frequently freak the kick in a stand till it slaps in your speakers. The sound providers that make sure the song is tight. Shout out to the producers, Beats Grind and Life. Shout out to the producers, Beats Grind and Life.
Welcome to the Beats Grind and Life podcast with your host Siren, a weekly interview podcast with inspiring music producers, where every week you will learn from a different music producer how to potentially take your music career to the next level.
What's up, Beat Grinders? This is another episode of Beats Grind and Life. I'm your host Siren Beats, and with us today we got Brown Royal.
What's up?
What's up, man? Brown Royal is a 18-year-old music producer that's on the fast track to becoming one of the industry's elites. The Dallas, Texas producer is the iStandard Beast of the Beats Showcase winner of 2016 and has been co-signed by some heavy hitters like S1 and Sikwitit. He has worked with Snow the Product and has many more placements in the works. Yo, what up, my guy Brown Royal? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Man, I'm great, man. Great to have you on here, man. It's a long time coming. Been wanting to have you on this show, and man, just grateful for the opportunity.
Appreciate you to have me.
No doubt, man. All right, man. Well, I just read a brief intro on you. I want you to elaborate on that intro and let the Beat Grinders know a little more about who you are.
Well, I go by the name Brown Royal. I'm 18. I'm a senior in high school. I'm homeschooled, for those who don't know. I'm born and raised Dallas, Texas. I guess you could say I'm a video game nerd. I love superheroes. I'm really not a very interesting person. My whole life is just music.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, that's why we have you up on here, man. Your whole life is music, and we're trying to get to know how you got to be so successful at such a young age, man. So yeah, man, let's hop right into it, man. I'm sure you do have an interesting life, man, and with this music production stuff. And so I want to know, man, how did it start off for you? What made you want to get into music production?
Well, actually, funny thing is, my dad is he's a music producer himself.
Nice.
He goes by the name Freddie Bruno, for people who don't know who he is.
Oh, very dope producer.
And I basically grew up, like, since birth. He's been producing, and I just always been around music. And he just put me on to, like, old school boom bap and all that. Like, I basically just saw him grind to try and make it as a producer, and I was like, well, maybe I should just try and do it, see what'll come from it. So that's really how I got started.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay. All right. Well, you said your dad was a boom bap producer. What was some of the music that was being played in your household?
Anything Jay Dilla. I have to say Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Busta. It was. I had a mixture of stuff. I had a whole bunch of stuff growing up listening to, but it was mainly those people.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Okay. All right, man. Well, when you first started off, man, what was the first piece of equipment that you had that you worked on? I mean, I'm sure you worked on some of the equipment your pops had, but after that, what was the equipment that you got yourself?
My first piece of equipment, I'd have to say, was the machine or software. Okay, it was machine.
Okay, dope.
I used machine for a little bit, and then I moved from machine. I had the machine MK1, and I moved from that to Studio One, but I still use machine with Studio One.
Okay.
And then I went from Studio One and machine to Ableton, and I just scratched both of those and just stuck with Ableton, and now I have the push. I'm Ableton, push gang.
Push gang, yeah. A lot of people are moving towards the push, man. So I want to know about the trends. Look, first off, I want to know what equipment was your dad using that? Because I'm sure you worked on his equipment first, right?
Yep.
What was the equipment that he had that you were working on?
He had a piano. I think it was called a Triton.
Okay. Dope.
He had a Triton, and then he had a machine. He had the small machine though. That's what he had. That's how I made all my stuff.
Dope. Okay. And then what? The transition from machine to Studio One. What made you want to get into Studio One? Was it just kind of tracking your beats and recording them? Was that a Studio One a platform for that, or?
It was more along the lines of like, it was a DAW. It was a DAW that I liked. And it was just easier for me to use, especially once I got the hang of it.
Right.
And then I could put machine into there and be able to use both.
Right. Okay.
So it was just easier for me.
Yeah, I could see that, no doubt. Everybody that uses Studio One loves Studio One. Should probably give it a try, but I mean, I'm stuck on machine and love machine and Logic. So, but the Ableton, you'll probably never go back from Ableton. I mean, everybody that uses Ableton loves Ableton and swears by it.
I'm Ableton till I die.
No, okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, well, man, we've heard that a lot on this show. So, okay, man. Well, want to know who were some of the producers that inspired you? We heard what was being played in your household. Were any of those producers inspiring to you growing up?
Oh yeah, Dilla is definitely number one. I'd have to say Timbaland. I feel like that's everybody's, but Timbaland, Ninth Wonder. I say my dad.
Dope. That's, man, great influences right there, man. That's what's up. Okay. Well, when I hear some of your music, man, I hear like trap influences. Are there any other producers that produce trap like music that have influenced you?
Oh yeah. Sikwitit. For those who don't know, I basically grew up with Sikwitit. The Kraken, I grew up with him. I knew him as Cheese.
Nice.
I was a big fan of Zaytoven.
Why do you say it was?
That's really it.
Okay. Nice. Well, man, I mean, that's dope, man. I mean, you grew up around some legends, especially legends in your Texas legends, I mean, just what was that like growing up around? I mean, of course, your dad, he's been grinding, doing his thing for a while and has a dope sound, but I mean, not everybody gets to grow up around producers like that. Did you have an advantage growing up around legends like that?
Kind of, but kind of not really. Because I feel like because they knew me and we were basically family, they made it harder for me to work hard. But I would say, yeah, I would say they were a really big influence. All three of them, Sikwitit, Cheese, or the Kraken, and my dad.
Nice. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we always talk about the good times. It's all about you, hailing you because you're a dope producer. You're on, like I said, on the fast track to becoming great. But, man, we know that every producer has setbacks and failures while they're climbing to the top. I know you're pretty young, but do you have any setbacks or failures that you could tell us about that you've been able to grow from?
I have not had any yet.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like I will, but I haven't hit that point in my career yet.
Okay.
I just hope when that time comes, I'll be prepared.
Right. That's what's up, man. I mean, that's good for you that you haven't experienced any yet, and it seems like you have a good support system around you that when that time does come, you know, you got people that'll coach you through it. So lucky for you, man. That's what's up. So you haven't lost any battles or anything like that?
It's funny because the only 2 battles I've ever done was the iStandard.
Shit, man. Damn. Undefeated. That's what's up.
Really, I haven't took an L in a battle yet. So.
Man, that's what's up, man. Undefeated. Well, you probably shouldn't go in any other battle. You should just leave it like that, man. Beast of the Beast champion. You don't have anything else to prove. So that's what's up. Okay, man. Well, let's hop on the other side of that, man. I want to know what's your greatest achievement that you've ever had. What's your crowning achievement?
I'd say my greatest achievement so far, I'd have to say probably getting my first placement at such a young age.
Okay, nice.
That'd probably be I'd say my greatest achievement so far.
Now it's with Snow the Product?
Yes.
And how old were you?
17. I was 17, so a year ago, roughly.
Okay. That's what's up. What's the song called?
It's called Problems. It's on YouTube. I think it's about to hit 2 million views.
Wow. Man, okay. Well, man, if you guys, Beat Grinders, if you haven't heard it yet, you guys definitely go check it out. Close to 2 million views. Wow, that's crazy, man. Well, congratulations on that, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Okay. All right, man. Well, here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we're always striving for greatness. I know you're doing the same, but you're a little closer than a lot of us are. So they say you take a look at some people you want to emulate, and you copy them, and you will eventually become great. So I want to know, what do you do in a typical day that makes you such a great producer, so that way we can maybe emulate the day that you have and become great?
On a typical day, it's basically I wake up, I work out, shower, and then I do school. And then after school, I'll spend like maybe 8 to 9 hours. Some days I'll just be working on beats. Some days I'll just be working on loops. Or some days I'll just be studying. I'll just be looking up all the music, and then, you know, discovering new artists. And I just kind of just study. That's really my main thing. I just study everything. That's
what's up, man. That's what's up. That's tight right there, man. So okay, so I mean, it there's never any like any set ritual or I mean any set thing. Like, you just kind of go off of how you're feeling. One day you may just make a beat if you're feeling it. Another day, as long as you're just doing something with music, right?
Yeah, like usually I'll start by like try and start making a beat, and then I'll just kind of like be like, okay, I'm not feeling this, or I'm not really messing with it. Let me try and make just loops. Okay, I can't make a loop. Well, then, okay, let me just go ahead and just study music for today.
Right.
Or learn how to play a new song on the piano.
Right. Okay, that's what's up, man. So, any chances we might have a Brown Royal sample pack come out from those loops?
Yeah, I'm working on a sample pack right now. I don't even know what it's called yet, but right now I'm just kind of focusing on taking my time and being able to build it up so I can try and deliver the best sample kit I can make.
Nice. Okay, well, that's what's up. We'll definitely be on the lookout. You should definitely shoot me a text or something and let me know, man, so I can let all the beat grinders know when it comes out.
For sure.
Okay. All right, man. Well, this next portion of the interview we like to call In the Studio. We would love to be there with you for those 8 or 9 hours while you making beats with you. But we know that we can't make that happen yet. So this is the next best thing where we get to ask you what goes down in the studio. You ready?
Ready.
All right, man. I want to know, what do you do when you first start crafting beats? Do you have a set ritual? Is there anything that you do? Do you turn on your lights? Do you turn off the lights? Do you spark up? What do you do when you first start making a beat?
When I start making a beat, I have these LED lights in my room. I basically just turn them on, and you can put like the rainbow on, so you can just have it go back and forth through colors.
Nice.
So I usually try and set the vibe. That's basic. I just usually do that, and then I'll come here and turn on my computer.
Okay.
I usually drink like an energy drink or some sort while I'm waiting on my computer to boot up. and then I'll get to working on music.
Dope, man. Dope. Okay. That's what's up. So when you're actually making a beat, is there anything that you start with? Do you start with melodies? Do you start with drums? Or does it even matter?
With me, I don't really try and categorize, okay, I'm gonna do this. I just kind of go with the flow. So if I feel like making an R&B beat, then yeah, I'm gonna make a melody first. But if I feel like doing a hip hop beat, then okay, I'm gonna do the drums first.
Right.
It just kind of depends on my mood or what I feel like doing. I don't really try and say, okay, I'm gonna sit here and make a Eminem beat. Like I just go off of whatever I can vibe with.
Right.
Basically.
Okay, I got you. What's a not so secret weapon you got in that studio?
A not so secret, my Ableton push.
Nice. Okay. I want to know what else do you got up in that studio? What software and equipment is all in your toolbox?
I have, of course, Studio One, Machine, Ableton. I have just a basic MIDI keyboard. It's an M Audio keyboard.
Okay.
I have the speakers I use the Focal Alpha 80s.
Nice.
I recommend those for any producer. They are very nice speakers.
Okay.
And then I just have a basic interface, an M Audio interface.
Dope. Now I saw that you're in the market for new speakers. Are you looking to replace those, or are you just looking to add?
Well, the thing with me is I like boom. I like to be able to feel it whenever you hit a kick. I want to be able to fall out my chair. I'm just kind of looking for some more power, I guess you could say.
Okay. I feel that.
But these are very powerful speakers. They're very good speakers. I recommend them for any producer. Nice.
All right. Well, thank you for that, man. I'm just gonna go back to the last question. I'm surprised that the not so secret weapon in the studio wasn't your pops. Does he ever get in the studio with you?
Yeah, me and him get in the studio every now and then, but we really don't get in there that much.
Okay.
We just kind of do our own two little things.
Right.
But whenever we do get in there, we usually pop out like a whole bunch of stuff.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. Okay. All right. Well, Beat Grinders, you guys heard what's all in Brown Royal's studio. So if there's anything that you guys found of interest, you can definitely go on Beats Grinding Life website, look under Brown Royal show notes, and you'll definitely see links to those. So, all right, man. Well, this next portion I like to call In the Mix. We're just going to speed things up. It's rapid fire. I'm going to ask you some questions. You spit them back to me quickly. But if you need to take your time to answer a question thoroughly, man, we don't mind. Definitely do it, okay?
Cool.
All right, man. Do you prefer making beats with samples or without?
Without.
Okay. What's your opinion on selling and leasing beats online?
I think it's a very good market. I think it's a good way if you're just trying to make some quick cash. I don't have no problem with it. I think it's a really dope market if you do it correctly.
Right. Okay. Plug-in that you think every producer should have in their arsenal.
Oh, easy. Analog Lab 2.
Nice. Okay. Do you have a book that you think every producer should read?
I don't read books.
Okay. All right. That was easy. Is there an internet resource? Is there an internet resource that you use that you think every producer could benefit from?
Every producer, yeah, I'd say Who Sampled.
Nice.
It's probably my favorite. Like, especially like if you hear like a Drake song and you're like, whoa, what sample is that? Or oh, I've heard that sample before. You can go to whosampled.com. Got all the samples that you need.
Dope, man. Dope. That's a good one. That one's been mentioned on here a few times. Not only is it a website, but now they have a mobile app as well. So.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I gotta get that.
All right, man. Here on Beats Grinding Life, man, we voted to take down all the presidents on Mount Rushmore. We don't need presidents up there anymore. Right now, with the current president in office, we're just pissed off, and we don't like any presidents right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna put producers up on Mount Rushmore, and we gave you the job of figuring out what 4 producers are going up there. What producers do you have going up on Mount Rushmore?
Of course, I got to put Dr. Dre.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna say Dilla.
Nice.
Dre Dilla. Timbaland, of course. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
Man. And I'm gonna say Kanye.
Ooh, okay. Man, all those are legends, man, and all those are familiar names that we've heard on here before, for good reason, man. I mean, they've all created their lanes and become legendary at it. I know that's pretty redundant what I just said, but man, all those dudes, man, are great producers, and I definitely see why you put them up there. They all deserve to be up there. So,
Yep.
all right, man. Well, I want you to imagine that you just woke up from a dream, and in that dream you had the perfect studio session, and in that studio session you have 4 people. Those 4 people are one artist, one co-producer, one engineer, and one random person. Who are those 4 people gonna be?
Oh, okay. Okay, the producer, easy. It's gonna be Timberland.
Nice. Okay.
The engineer, I would have to go with. Man, it's either it's either Ali or
Ali or who?
40.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Ali.
Nice.
The artist, I'll say Drake.
Wow.
And the random person, I would say some sort of musician friend that I know.
Okay. Wow. That's crazy. Can you narrow it down? Can you narrow it down to who it would be?
The random?
Yep.
It would be probably my homie G.I.
Okay. Nice. I don't know who he is, but probably we'll get to know who he is in the near future. So that's what's up, man. Well, that definitely sounds like a dream session. Man, you got Timberland mixed by Ali, Drake, and your homie. I mean, that seems like, man, I mean, I would dream for that session too. That's what's up, man. And what I like to tell people, man, is, you know, anything can happen. Dreams can come true. And man, maybe this can come to fruition, man. You work hard enough, grind hard enough. So that's what's up, man. All right, man. Well, I want to know, what's your favorite song that you ever produced?
Well, it'd be the only song I ever produced so far. The product.
Okay, well that's a good one, man. That's a good only song.
I do got more stuff coming out, so I'll be able to answer that again later. Okay,
well, man, we'll definitely be on the lookout for everything that's coming out, man, and definitely be looking forward to having you on the show in the future, man. So, all right, man. Well, what's an album besides one that you worked on that you recommend that every producer listen to, and why?
I'd have to say it would be The Roots. I forgot which album. I think it was their second album.
Okay. Is it Philadelphia Half-Life?
I think I know the cover. I don't remember the name.
Okay. What's the cover look like?
It's like people like running.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it either.
Yeah, but that's like definitely one of my favorite albums.
Dope. Okay. That's what's up, man. What makes you like it so much?
It's just one of those albums that you can just throw on and just not skip a song. And you can just vibe with, like on a long drive or something.
Very true, man. Very true. Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. Well, thank you for the recommendation. I wish I could remember. It's not Things Fall Apart, is it? I can't remember. But I will put a link up on the show notes so that Beat Grinders, you guys can check it out. And maybe you can hit us up on Instagram or something and let us know the name of the album. So
completely forgot what it's called.
It's all good, man. But that's what's up. So Beat Grinders, you guys look for that on the website. So if you haven't heard it. All right, man. Well, we got another question to make you use those creative juices a little bit, man. I want you to imagine that you just woke up and you lost everything that you had except for your knowledge that you've gained over the years and $1,000. What do you do in the next week to restart your career? And I want to just let you know, when I say you lost everything, you lost all the people you know, you lost all your equipment, you lost everything. And I hate to say it, but you can't get in contact with Pops either. So what do you do to restart your career with that money?
Well, first, I would take half of that $1,000 and go and get some real cheap music gear.
Okay.
To get my catalog back up.
Dope.
And then I would just basically rebrand and restart and just go back out and network, hit all the places up, and just use my knowledge that I've gained from the peers and people that I've looked up to, and just be able to go back and kind of restart everything.
Dope, man. Dope. I mean, it seems like an easy question to answer. But what I like about what you said is that you'll only take half the money. Some people say they'll use all the money to buy equipment, but you're saying you're going to use $500 to rebrand yourself, put yourself out there, which is great, man. And the reason why I asked this crazy question is because some producers have lost everything and they don't have the money, and so they want to know how do they start, how do they restart. And some people out there are wanting to become producers and they want to know how do they start, with a little bit of money. So, man, you knocked that one out the park, man. Thank you for that question, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. Well, I want to know, what does legacy mean to you, man? I know that you're just getting started in the game, man, and I'm sure that your legacy is on your mind. What does legacy mean to you? And when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
I think legacy is everything.
Nice.
I think it's what explains your career, your background, your character. Mm-hmm. When I go, I want to be remembered as one of the hardest working producers out there.
Nice.
Who was always that person that if you called me at 3 a.m. to fly out to LA, I was there.
Nice.
That'd probably be, I want my legacy to be like that.
Dope, man. Dope. That's what's up, man. I mean, every time I hear stories about, certain producers that are great, that do have a legacy like that, I mean, one of those stories pops up, about them just being on call whenever, so that's what's up, man. Okay. All right, man. Well, what's the greatest piece of advice that you've received? I mean, I know that you've received lots of great advice being around the people you are around, but what's the greatest piece of advice that you've heard, and what advice do you have to all the beat grinders listening today?
I'd have to say the greatest advice I've ever gotten was to always invest your money, because you never know when your producing career will stop. It's to basically better your future. Basically invest and be able to bring in multiple incomes instead of just depending on producing.
Right. Nice.
That's probably the best advice I've ever gotten.
Dope. That's it's great advice, man. Okay. All right. Yeah. And that's the advice that you have for everybody listening?
That, and just, don't give up. Don't think just because nothing's happening that you should just quit. Mm-hmm. Just keep going, keep doing what you're doing, keep networking. If you're a battler, don't worry about the battle, worry about the networking. Nice. Great advice, man. That's, man, lovely, man, because I know a lot of people get bummed out when they lose, in certain battles, and yeah.
It's all about networking. That's what you're at battles for, is to network and to showcase your music. So that's what's up, man. Okay, man. Well, that's great, man. I want to know if you have any more words for the listeners, man. If you want to let them know what they should be looking out for, what they should be listening to, social media, how to contact you, if you want to be contacted, let them know.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter @BrownRoyal_. I have a song that's about to drop with this artist signed to Def Jam called, his name is Trap Beckham. Some people probably heard of him. You can look up his song Little Booties Matter or Birthday Chick.
Okay.
They have, I think they're both over about 2 million.
Wow.
Maybe. But I have a video and a song about to drop with him.
Nice.
It's featuring DJ Luke Nasty. And I have another song that's supposed to drop with Snow. And then I just, I have a whole bunch of other stuff I can't speak on yet. I got some more stuff in the vault.
That's what's up, man. Well, that's cool, man. You're definitely on our radar, man. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for you, man. I'll post whatever I can to let the beat grinders know what you're doing, man. So that's what's up, man. And we'll definitely be on the lookout for the songs that are coming out that you just told us about. So thank you, man. And congrats on those, man. Congrats on those placements. So
thank you.
Yeah,
thank
man.
You.
Well, thank you, man. And Beat Grinders, thank you for tuning into another episode of Beats Grinding Life. If you guys found this show of value, which I know that you did because Brown Royal spit some gems, you guys please share it on all social media. And let us know. Tag us as well. And just let us know. So also be sure to rate and review this podcast on iTunes. It definitely spread the word. And you guys have been mentored by Brown Royal. So continue making beats, staying on your grind, and loving life. All right, peace, y'all.
Here at Beats Grinding Life, we want to thank you for listening to another episode. We want to know what were your biggest takeaways from this interview. Just go to beatsgrindandlife.com and leave a comment on this episode's show notes page. Also, while you are there, go subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Just click the little button that says subscribe. If you could, please leave a rating and review. Rating and reviews are the best way to show your appreciation because it helps more people find out about the podcast. So until next week's episode, keep grinding.